Alright, welcome back to Cosmic Dialect Tarot. Thank you for coming back, y'all. So I tried to upload a video a couple days ago. It did not upload. It took days and it sat in the upload and it was like damn near uploaded. It didn't work out, so I just deleted it. Because I'm always experiencing storage problems, I had to actually get rid of it completely. So that one's for the books, I guess, or for the ethers or whatever. So we're coming in with a new message. This will be for all 12 signs. We're going to do collective message before I get back into the astrological signs of the zodiac. We will be dipping back into that for sure. Don't trip. I just want to push out as many collective messages as possible before I get into the astrological signs. I know we like our sun sign messages, our rising sign, moon sign messages. I just also think it's really important to get our collective messages out. Okay, so thank you for coming back. My name is Sunny Bannock, Cosmic Dialect Tarot. Thank you for coming back. All right, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node for all 12 signs of the zodiac. Don't get caught up in the signs or the genders or my messages. If I'm triggering you, if I'm making you upset, if I'm making you, maybe good, but also don't listen to it if it's making you upset. All right, if it's tunnel visioning. If it's putting you into a tunnel vision of not a good place, then just watch one of my other readings maybe, or just watch something else, or listen to some music or something. Okay, let's welcome Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Metatron. All right, into the space as we do this tarot reading for the collective of Peachel. My words, my Peachel. What's up, Peaches? Okay, we could have no nasty stuff. All nasty stuff aside, we could have a lot of women watching me with their Peachel. I do have, okay, that being said, thank you for the reminder. My spirit team's don't forget, bitch. You have a dirty sense of humor and a potty mouth. I do. I cuss, and I have a naughty sense of humor at times. If that offends you, I'm not gonna apologize, because that's just who I am, and I celebrate it. I think it's fun. I enjoy it, and so do my viewers that are a part of the Cosmic Dialect family that fuck with me on that level. They're here for it. I'm here for it. That's what I do. That's who I am. If you don't like it, then just click off, okay? No harm, no foul. All right. Trust is in the room. Don't hit. Don't make it fit. For real, if this message is not for you, don't make it for you. You don't want to manifest things in your life that are not for you. All right? All right. All right. I did my pre-shuffle, so let's get it in. That's what she said. Or he said. Or they said. Whatever. Someone says it. We'll be doing the Sunny Spread 6 as a gossipy bitch spread. So the first card that we get out is going to be the heart of the issue. What is the issue going on for the people watching Cosmic Dialect? What's at the heart? What's at the core of what we're trying to get at here? All right. Let's see. Also, I'm very new on YouTube, so if you haven't already liked and subscribed, please subscribe at least. Maybe if you like the content. Okay, stick around. If you're a little unsure at this point, just stick around. Give me a chance. At least subscribe. I think I saw a temperance just now, so yeah, one of us. Okay. Four of Pentacles. I don't know. Let's see. Empress. Oh. Temperance. What I say there, sir? I said temperance, didn't I? Sure did. I sure did. Why is this at the heart of the quote-unquote issue? A quote-unquote is someone from Minnesota. So I come through with weird language. I'm not I'm a theatrical ass bitch also. So I love the theater. I love the arts. I like when people are embody different characters, put on fancy hats, have a little cigarette hanging out their mouth, talk with a funny little act. I love that shit, okay? I grew up with that. That's who I am at the heart, okay? So if it confuses you, and if you did grow up in that, you grew up with like a family that's like, you're going to college, you're going to learn tech, you're going to do this, you might not understand my humor, like who I am, like quite right away, but you will hopefully at some point. Okay, so stick around. Okay. Otherwise, okay. Temperance at the heart. Someone's being calm, someone's having to chill out, someone's like, okay, watching over what? Watching over, being calm. What? Watching over and calmly, what? Two of Pentacles. Watching over and calmly just waiting something out. Watching over and calmly waiting something out. Oh boy. We have a 9 of Wands upside down. A 3 of Cup upright. Hangman upside down and a Queen of Cup upright. Hold the phone. Okay, so it seems like at the heart of the issue, at the core, there's somebody that's being helped or watched over. It could be you. It doesn't have to be you. You could be watching over this person. This 9 of Pentacles upside, 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Virgo, Sagittarius, you are, they are, or somebody feels like codependent or like they need help. Like money is a problem, or they've been casted out, or nobody understands them, or like something's going on with their finances that is making them feel very outcasted and making them feeling judged, and they're being watched over by like an angel force that is like doesn't really want to be noticed by them or you. Like it doesn't want to be noticed because like maybe that person or you is on like high alert and like doesn't want to pick up on like an extra energy that might make you feel like extra nervous, or not saying you're nervous, but like, you know, you don't want to pick up on something extra on top of whatever you're already dealing with. Whatever you're already dealing with, already trying to process. Last thing you need is like a whole 9 of Pentacles, which isn't even here. 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles upside down shit, which is going to be very much like I need help. Like soup kitchen style, like put me in a warm bed. Like someone hold my hand. I might need like hydration. I need hydrate. Like I need like an IV. Like I need a saline solution. I need an IV. I need to be hydrated. I need a call. Gotta get a call. Do you have a phone? I need to call my mom. Do I have a mom? I don't know. Like I need to call someone. I need to call a friend. I need to tell somebody that I'm all right. Like I'm not casting judgment. I'm just saying that like, is us, okay? Two of Pentacles, Temperance card. There is an angel vibe that is like totally like back and forth, trying to like be like, I'm not here, you can't sense me, but I'm here watching, making sure everything's good. You're good, you're good. Don't worry, boo. I know you feel my presence. I know you know I'm here. I know you know I'm here, or else you wouldn't be as like not comfortable, because that person's not comfortable. This person's not comfortable. This is the heart of the issue. This is not comfortable. But like, this is the problem, okay? This is the heart. This is the core of what we're talking about. Oh, the heart, the core. I know that doesn't make much sense, but like, I'm talking about like the master issue, okay? The master plan. I guess you could call it the sacral of the issue, but like, no. But like, when I say the heart of the issue, what I mean by that is like, the first thing that comes to mind, which is so funny because your mind and your heart are not the same at all, okay? But like, hopefully you can make sense of it, right? The heart of the issue is like whatever you're like, this is like what's bugging me the most. Or like, this is what's like clearly the problem, all right? We all know the heart and the mind are not the same. But like, yeah, I don't want to get into that right now. That's just what I call it, okay? First row. Temperance, 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Wand upside down, and I kept saying 9 of Pentacles upside down, and so like somebody is like needing help, I don't know if they're receiving the help that they need. They might, well, okay, so yeah, they are, but it's not really from people as much as it is from just like the divine or like angels or people that don't even really know them very well. That are just like good humans, like upstanding citizens that even just like offer like, oh, you need an extra 10 cents for your bus ride, or like, oh, you need, oh, you need to look at the time. I have a phone that works. You want to look at the time? Like, oh, you need a charger. Oh, okay. Oh, you need a flashlight. Look, I got one. It's nighttime. Oh, look, I got you, fam. Like that type of shit, okay? So it's more so like you're receiving help. And I'm not trying to say it's that dire, all right? So calm down. If this doesn't apply to you, don't make it your message. But like you could be receiving help from people or situations that like would fall under those categories. You're like, I could use a fucking cigarette. And like, I'm not condoning addiction, okay? But you're like, I could use a fucking cigarette right now. Oh, shit. And, you know, you're in the dark of the night walking through an alleyway during ungodly hours. You know, cold as shit. Your feet hurt. Your eyes are bludgeoned from the cold air or whatever. Up for days or haven't, or slept for days, whatever. Okay. Just go with it, okay? Like I said, I love theater. But like, you see someone smoking a cigarette and you're like, bro, can I get one of those, please? And they're like, take 2. Take 3. For fuck's sake. Take 3 for fuck's sake, bro. And you're like, are you serious? And they're like, don't even. They're like, in fact, I gotta jump in this cab. They're like, yeah, take 3. In fact, I gotta go. Like, here's your 3 cigarettes. Like, I gotta. You're like, oh my god, thank you. They're like, yeah, okay, bye. Like, I don't care. Whatever, bye. And you're like, oh my god, and they don't even care. They're like, yeah, I got 3 cigarettes. But you're like, no, yeah, that moment's gone. They're gone. And you're just like, okay, good. Oh my gosh, there's still kindness left in this world, type shit. Okay, so it's despair. There's some despair. Not trusting in things that you knew were there all along. Oh, it's feeling very tender with the, hold on. A lot of alone time and rediscovering like what it means to be like having self-love and being and like trusting what you know. What you knew, no, okay, so you already knew, but now you know. Back and forth. You already knew, but now you know. Or now you know, and then you knew, whatever. Back and forth. Like rediscovering that you knew all along and that you already know. But you forget, and you have these like little reminders. Like that person that gave you an extra smoke. And look, I'm not trying to say smoking cigarettes or it's like you know, or you're trying to get on the Muni or the BART and like you need 10-20 cents and somebody's like, here's $5, and you're like, what? And they're like, bye. And you're like, are you sure? Like, I could give you change. They're like, nah, I'm running late. I gotta go. And you're like, are you sure? Like, you're just not used to it. You're not used to be like kindness like this. You're not used to just maybe the severity of lack that you have experienced has created such a void in understanding that there is such a exuberant and a abundant amount of money and energy to be exchanged at all times, but there's been a blockade of some kind. Okay, that means there's something blockade going on there with you. Okay, and that's not a projection. Okay, and if it is, I apologize, but negative, positive projections aside, take it where you see fit. You are the master of your story. You might have forgotten that good people exist. but like you're being remembered. People remember you. Oh, okay, interesting. So as you're dealing with this, people are thinking of you. Interesting. That could be making things extra emotional. So like as you're going through these tough scenarios, like you are like feeling extra charged, and you are like probably most likely like depending on you as a person, like placing it fully on like whatever situation at hand that you are dealing with in that current moment. You're like, oh, this is intense for me. Let's and like if you're anything like me, it could just be as simple as like a wave or like an exchange on the sidewalk, or like buying a grocery item, or like whatever, doing laundry at the laundromat, whatever it is. It could be a very simple exchange that you're like oh my, like that you, I'm not saying that you hyper focus on it, but you're not, you don't ignore things. You're not, okay, confirmation burps. You don't ignore things. You're not one to be like which sometimes I get a little jealous of people that are not like this. 1619. Sometimes I get a little jealous of people that don't do this, that don't spend an extra like couple 20 to 30 to 40 seconds or like a full 2 blown ass minutes on digesting a situation that nobody would think twice about for like 2 seconds. Sometimes I envy that. Sometimes I do. Because you're like, I'd save a hell of a lot of mental, emotional, and spiritual or whatever. I would save energy if I wasn't thinking that much about it. Or trying to, it's not like you're trying to. You're not trying to do anything with any of that. Or at least, I don't think you are. No. But you just might, like, take a minute to digest things. Okay? Like, you are not oblivious. You're not stupid. You're not inconsiderate. You're not slow. But, like, doing all that might make you seem slow to people that are too quick, but they're not quick, right? In their interactions with one another, here's my money, take my thing, I go, goodbye. Cool, that's quick. With you, it's like, oh, there's like a glance, a smile, like an awkward little moment, like a cute little laugh. And it's like a little more, it's like, and then that person has like a little tickle in their tummy as you have the little twinkle in your eye. And it's like, okay, that's a cute ass exchange. And like not every time it's going to be like that with people and with what they deal with. But I can almost guarantee that little extra smidgen of time that you feel like, I'm not going to say that you feel like it's a waste, but you just feel like maybe a sense of worry or concern why it's not the same as how it appears in others, in another exchange. That it seems so effortless, that seems so swift and quick, and like boom, 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 done, good, goodbye. Cool, we're still same amount of friends? We're still same amount of friends, still the same amount of respect? Oh, good, nothing's wrong, good. And you're like, oh, you're like, I love that, that's good, that's nice, that's very time management, that's very, quick and easy and nice, and you're like, man, and you might beat yourself up about all that. Okay, I don't know, this is a lot coming off what we have so far. Okay, so let's move on to the next row. I'll get stuck here. We're already at 1901. How it affects is a 3 of Cups. So how this like everything we just said, you are being affected by something. Okay, how do I say that in like a sentence? I don't know if it's possible. I don't want that to sound offensive either. Hypersensitivity is something that you have grown accustomed to throughout your life. You have been like a warrior, like a soldier with whatever it is that you deal with on a daily basis, with whatever your job or life is, or with your personal relationship, your lover, your kids. I don't know what you have, what you don't have. But you have an angel team that's like trying to be like, we're here, but we're not here. We're here because they don't want you to, because maybe you might be hyper vigilant, so you could have gone through a lot of traumatic things in your life. I'm not saying that your angel team doesn't want you to notice them because of hypervigilancy. That's silly. But also they don't want to trigger you too much because they know you're dealing with a lot. You might not even know you have an angel team. You know something's there. You watch tarot for a reason. You know something's there. And your angel team has your back. Trust me. Your ancestors and your angel team have your back. And they don't want to press your buttons to where it's uncomfortable. And so they're kind of trying to like give you little like notices, like give you little signs that they're there and watching out for you. But they don't want to make it obvious because they don't want to make you feel awkward or scared or like extra vigilant more than what is necessary right now because you're already dealing with a lot of vigilance. Does that make sense? All right, good. Okay, second row. 3 of Cups, Hangman upside down, and a Queen of Cups. That's strange. Yeah, people that you used to kick it with are not viewing you the same or something. And you pick up, okay, that's where a lot of this is coming from. Because I was like trying to like hold back tears or like something going on here with my eyes. You could have intense eyes or just like your gaze is like, people find it either attractive, mesmerizing. They could be think that you're trying to like razzle dazzle them. I don't know, dude. You could be a water sign. You don't have to be. You could be a Sagittarius. You could be a Sagittarius heavily. With the 9 of Wands and the Temperance. Cancer, 3 of Cups. Pisces, Hangman. Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces. Maybe Scorpio. Not as much Scorpio at all. More Cancer, Pisces. With Sagittarius heavy. And a 2 of Pentacles. Heavy Taurus. Having it in your own chart or dealing with 1. You don't have to have any of that at all, okay? So don't get stuck on the signs, please. You are upset that people from your past or people that you know love you are not seeing you correctly. And then, so like everything we just talked about combined with that. Yeah, that is upsetting. A Knight of Cups, but they still love you though. They still love you, but they are not seeing something correctly. They might see you as a little like, okay, they might see you as a little crazy. And please don't take offense to this. You're a Temperance, Queen of Cups person. You know things. You're a sweetheart. You're a sweetheart. And like you're hypersensitive. So you could have a lot of water, a lot of air. Maybe a lot of Virgo. I don't know. You know, I'm just trying to think of. Yeah, I don't know. Heavy Virgo, but like also Taurus. All water signs. Okay, heavy Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, maybe Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, fire sign. I don't know. Or I was getting more air signs from this too, though. So I don't know. Place it where you see fit. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. More Libra, Aquarius than Gemini, but maybe Gemini. I'm getting, anyways, let's just move fast. I don't want to get stuck on sign stuff for my collective readings. How this whole conversation we just had is affecting, it's affecting people that love you in like a strange, like you're noticing that people are like misinterpreting you. Like your body language or like how you explain things, like maybe the lack of explanation you're giving, maybe like your communication, like at work, in a friend setting, like you feel like you have to over explain or you feel like they're not quite getting it like they used to. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, that's uncomfortable. Okay. How do we handle it? How is this being handled? Third row, sunny spread 6, third row. How do we handle this? How do you handle this? How is it being handled? Judgment. How many angel cards need to come out for your reading? Judgment. You don't give a fuck. You're like, cool. Yeah, they were being whack anyways. You might be kind of pissed actually at some of these individuals. Empress. You're like, yeah. You're like, I'm an empress. They think of me as like a whiny Queen of Cup, 9 of Wand upside down person. It's like, who came crying to mama, daddy, whatever, when they needed something, when they were going through a psycho mode. Hangman upside down, 2 of Pentacle, 3 of Cup, Judgment, Temperance, Queen of Cup, 9 of Wand upside down. Who came running to you when they needed help? Oh, okay. And the moment that you start like, I don't want to say glitching out. Maybe you work in tech. You don't have to. But the moment you start like second guessing yourself and understanding that gaslighting yourself and projections and seeing and understanding how that works and being like, oh shit. And like trying to make sense out of it while talking to individuals that are not resonating on your same frequency anymore. And it's kind of bugging you out. And they're like, oh, so-and-so's like kind of like, I don't know, dude. They got off the bus early today. Or like, I don't know, dude, they didn't want to like go out to In-N-Out, or they didn't want to go get a cheeseburger today. And even if when they did, they got like a vegetarian style. Or they got extra French fries. They got a chocolate shake instead of a strawberry one. Are they okay? I'm concerned. Like type shit. And you're like, bro, you're concerned? You're concerned. Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Heavy Sag again with this Judgment. Or Scorpio. A lot of 9th house coming in. And 4th house, 9th house. A lot of 4th and 9th house. Hello, Justice. How do we deal with this? We got double JJ. I love it when we get double JJ, which is Judgment and Justice. We got double JJ with the 8 of Cups. How are we dealing with this? You're tooting the horns of the, well, I don't know if it's you per se. I mean, maybe you might hear them. I'm not saying you're like hearing shit, but like your angel team, spirit team, whatever, people, person, places, that 5D character, whatever, has your back till the bitter end, that looks over you, that it's like cheering you on, even when everybody is being stupid, like has love for you. That team. Okay, confirmation. That team is cheering you on. That's how it's being dealt with. And it's going to feel lonely, okay? This is not, so what I'm describing here, this is a lonely feeling. This is going to feel lonely. Especially because people are going to be calling you weird. I hate to say it like that, but with the Hangman upside down and the Queen of Cup upright, with the 3 of Cup upright, it's like people are going out, hanging out, chilling, like enjoying their time with one another, and then seeing you as strange or something, or like please don't take that as offense, please. But I'm just like, you might feel like that, dude, especially with the 8 of Cups. You're like, I don't really want to hang out. Like, I don't know what's going on, but like, I just don't relate the same. I don't relate the same, and that's good. That's fine. You should recognize that, okay? The sooner you recognize that, the sooner that you could just like get your alone time and enjoy it. There's a difference between being lonely and alone. You know, I know you already know. People that watch me. I know you. I know you. Oh, somebody might know you. Somebody I know. You have an admirer. Okay. As you're going through all this, sorry. Skirt. You have an admirer that sees what you're dealing with, that like totally knows what you're dealing with, or like how you feel. They might be intimidated by you. And like they totally know exactly how you feel and like what you're dealing with. That's cute as fuck. I like that message. And the people you're used to dealing with, like you're like, I don't fucking vibe with them. I don't know what's going on. Maybe you grew up with them. Maybe it's your own family or something. All right, let's get another one for this row. You have an admirer though. Okay, skirt over. Looking this way. You have an admirer and they like you and they know how you feel. But they might not want you to know this or something. Ace of Cups. 3033 as I looked at the time. 333. Ninth house. Again, this ninth house energy. And with the Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Leo. What's that? In the world. How it's being handled. How you're handling it. This might be, I don't know what generation of people, I don't know what generation you are, okay? So like, you know, Gen X or Gen Z or baby boom, whatever. But like, you might be like reconfiguring like who you run with, or like what you believe in, or like, whatever, okay? Like, it doesn't have to be that, or it could be though. There's something that's like, you're redefining like who you are, or you're like rediscovering who you are. And it's kind of a big deal though. It's not just like some, you know, little flirtatious like change in the wind and like, oh, I'm hanging up a new tapestry. Oh, my new favorite band is this instead of this. Yeah, like I'm wearing red lip this year instead of a pink lip. No, it's a lot more intense than that. Like way more, like all that shit I just said is like barf compared to what you're going through, right? Yes. Horizontally, we have an Ace of Cup, Queen of Cup, and Nine of Wands. You have somebody that loves you quite, okay, if you're a masculine, you have a feminine water sign that is quite fancy of you. If you have heavy fire in your chart, you could have heavy fire in your chart, specifically Sagittarius. Specifically Pisces, Cancer, Sagittarius, or Taurus. For my masculines. For my feminines, you could have specifically Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, or Pisces. But place it where you see fit. You are the master of your story. Please place it where you see fit, okay? If I got that mixed up, then put it where it belongs. That's what she said. That's where he said. Okay. Or Leo, okay? Leo. Okay. How are they viewing you? Whoa. How are they viewing you? That's a lot. How are they? Oh, yeah. They do think you're doing something. Oh, okay. Hold on. Seven of fucking Swords? Seriously? Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Dude, they got it so mixed up. No wonder your homies or your fucking friends or family are like being weird towards you. They think you're being hella strange. As you go, okay, so you're going through a massive spiritual, okay. Okay, hold on. Let me calm down, because this is like, I'm getting a little triggered with my own, I know how this feels, and this is upsetting, but like, also, get that shit. Fuck these idiots. Okay, you're going through this. You're going through this. Judgment. Okay. Temperance. Ace of Cup. Justice. You're going through a huge spiritual awakening. I don't know what triggered it. You would know. Okay. Put in the comments if you feel comfortable. You don't have to. You know I love my viewers. I love it when you guys communicate with me. I love it, okay? I read all your comments. I love you guys. Thank you. The channel is growing. Yes, I've said this already, but like, I just need I need to reiterate myself. I love you guys so much, and you are like a breath of fresh air for me. All right, YouTube's a new platform for me. Instagram, I'm a tattooer. Anyways, YouTube's a new thing for me, and so having y'all comment and communicate and positive words and being on my same level, sense of humor, all that good shit, it's a big deal for me. Okay, so thank you, and do it. Don't be scared to do that. Something about a big ass spiritual awakening is going on, and then but as that's going on, people are like losing touch with you because they think you're doing this. They think you're doing a 7 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. Queen, they think you're doing something weird for money. Okay, confirmation burp. Sorry, I don't like the burping thing either. It's gross, but that's what it is, okay? Your friends and people that love you think you're doing something funny for money. Honey. Why would they? Maybe because first of all, why are they so involved in what you do for money? Second of all, why would they be worried? Because are you supposed to be dead, down and out, 6 feet under, in a ditch, at a homeless shelter? And they're like, wow, they're still going. They must be doing something creepy. Or wow, you're rich as fuck. So why are you watching a tarot reading after all? Like no shade. Watch tarot readings, please. If you're rich as fuck watching a tarot reading, leave me a donation. It's in my description box. Thank you. Also, I do private readings. It's in the description box. Thank you. But they think you're doing something strange for money. Someone does. This is how they view you, dude. 3 of Pentacles. You could have heavy, again with the Taurus stuff. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Okay, heavy Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, but heavy Taurus. And then a 7 of Swords. Strategy. They think this is some form of strategy. Did somebody lie to them? I mean, if these are your cup people, your family, your friends, the people that would trust you, that know who you are as a person, why would they believe some bullshit that makes you look like this? A strategic weirdo that lies and steals. Who made this a believable truth? And that you do it with others also. Like, it's not just you by yourself. Like, you do this with other people. This might shock you to know, but maybe you knew, like, in the back of your mind that people, like, knew, like, or people not knew, but people felt something was off, but they didn't know it was like a spiritual awakening because they're too stuck in the 3D, scrolling on TikTok, worried about who's liking their next picture, or worried about this, that, the third. They don't think like you. They don't act like you. They're nothing like you at all. Okay, most likely. And if they are, then bless their hearts, then this probably doesn't apply to them. All right, so don't get too upset. This could just be your family members or people that don't get you anymore, that you've lost touch with. But people think that you're strange. Okay, stick with me. Okay, but like because of money stuff, because of stability, because of who you know and who you're connected to. People could see your connections as a problem, or like who you mingle with as like the reason that you're like hard to reach or get a hold of. And you're like, you're like, if you were to even talk to me, you would probably know that I don't even talk to those fools, actually. If you were to even communicate with me, you'd probably know that, like, yeah, I lost touch with that person a long time ago. You would know that because you don't really talk to me, because apparently you think I'm doing some weird stuff that you didn't even ask me about or approach me about. You just assumed that was the case. based on lies, based on like confusion, hangman upside down shit. With your buds, 3 of Cups stuff. Yeah. Okay. For sure. I mean, shit. It's all good. That's the vibe. It's like, that hurt. It stings. It's like, this is like people that, this is like your homies. That stings. It's rude. It's inaccurate. And if they had the balls to fucking ask you, which they clearly don't, so fuck them anyways then, right? If they don't even know how to approach you on whatever they're upset about or assuming is going on without actual proof. And if there is proof, I mean, who's to say this isn't AI generated, fabricated shit? Are they slow? Do they live in California near Silicon Valley by any chance? Because I'm like, if you do, then I would almost be worried for your brain levels to not assume that that would always be a chance, like a solid option as to what's going on. Especially if your homie is like super dope. Especially if your homie has some say-so in an industry or field, is highly attractive as a SEX worker. Confirmation with the loud noises. Archangel Michael in the house. If you have a large amount of admiration in whatever you do, as a person, as a social figure, as a hermit person, maybe you're not a social figure. Maybe you're like, I don't fall into those categories at all. I'm not an SEX worker. I'm not a social figure. I'm not a, I'm a tattooer. I'm not a tattoo artist. I'm not a fucking fashion designer. I'm not an anchor man, anchor woman on the Weather Channel. Like, I don't know, where do I stand in this? You will know. You will know. Place it where you see fit, okay? Basically, people have a misconception of who you are and whoever you've started to currently run with because you've been uncomfortable around their vibe. Because maybe you've had a come up, or the opposite. Maybe you've had a string of, I'm not even going to call it the K word, dude. Fuck that. Karma shit. Fuck that. Maybe you've had a string of bad luck, dude. Maybe you had some weirdos come for you like that on some crazy ass level. And you got some stupid ass friends that want to call it karma. Or people that are a little too on the totem pole of like having a giant stick up their ass when it comes to spiritual guru bullshit. They think they know a thing or two when they need to get knocked off that pole and take it back down to level negative a trillion and climb back up from level like 1 because they didn't deserve to be up there to begin with because they probably stole it or hopped a few levels or got a cheat code of some kind. And they want to judge you as to where you're at in your life and then convince other people to think the same way. No. And you already know this chitter chatter. You can hear this chitter chatter bullshit and you're like, I don't even want to know, to be quite honest. I already knew that they thought I was doing something strange. And look, maybe I'm not perfect, right? Maybe they have some reason to think a thing or two. You're not squeaky clean as far as your past goes. You're not like a perfect citizen or whatever. Like, what does that even mean? So it's like, okay, sure, you got me there. But like, you guys want to comfort me or like think of me like that? That breaks my heart. That breaks your heart, right? That's how they're seeing you. Okay, let's get the intel communication from God, divine source, spirit, Jesus, whoever you pray to, okay? I say spirit, source, the divine. I prefer those terms, but if it's God or Jesus, whatever, hopefully it's not Satan, okay? But like, look, source, right? What made the stars, the moon, the sky? That's my interpretation of it, all right? Let's get gossip for this row. What's the gossip from source? What's the gossip from source? What can you tell us? What did I say about Satan? Dude, do they pray to Satan? Do your weird friends pray to Satan? I'm kidding. But like, they might, dude. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, the devil. Dude, your friends, like, sayonara. That's what, dude, Intel is saying, fuck them. Intel is saying, ta-ta, like, for the dirt. You're better off without him, babe. You're better off. If you have any tendencies that they'll get you caught up in this, that, and the third, no. This will keep you there longer. You're better off. Just like we were saying. Okay, you could have already known that, but this is a little reminder. You're better off. And if we got cross watchers here, watching for somebody that is watching for someone that's watching for somebody that's sorry, not sorry. Sorry you had to hear it from me. Right? Ooh. Family or family members. Ten of Pentacle. Or, yeah, family. I'm getting heavy family off that one. There's family members that you're having to leave behind. They don't want to hear this message. They are toxic. Knight of Cup, devil. You have family members that are fucking jealous as shit of your spiritual gifts or something, and they want to say that you're doing weird stuff because they're a devil person. And they water this devil plant quite often, don't they? Yes, they do. They water their devil plant every Thursday. Every Thursday at 6:66 p.m. They water their devil plant. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But like, and then they're like, yeah, I don't know. They've been acting strange lately. They don't text me back. They don't call me back. Like, Anyways, gotta go water my devil plant. It's like, the fuck? You seem different or strange. Like, no wonder they want to stay away from you. Ooh, it could be your own dad. Emperor upside down. It could be your father. Or King of Pentacles. Okay, we got a father son duo here. Intel communication from God. Hold on. King of Pentacles upright, Emperor upside down. Devil, Knight of Cup. Somebody's trying to interrupt this, like, upgrade of yours. It could be a family member, your father or your brother, husband, sister, cousin, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, neighbor. But I get like bloodline family from this. With the Emperor upside down and the King of Pentacles, with the Devil and the Knight of Cup. It's like somebody's trying to interrupt. There's an interruption here. But they're like, but you can trust me. Like, but you can trust me. Don't. Trust your gut on that. I don't know what that is. That's like some, like, that's why I like this row, the tea gossip stuff row. This could be like kind of a separate little corner of the reading. Like in a little box. Like if this reading was like a present, you'd find like a little tiny corner of the box or the bag that had like a little note that was like, P.S. This is happening also. That's this row. P.S. This is happening also. Someone's going to potentially try to come towards you as well and tempt you with something. They're not to be trusted. They might be somebody that seems like they're trustworthy. Like they have it all figured out. They don't. If you're somebody going through a breakup, or you're somebody that's been single for a while that's like ready for new love, for my single people, you're ready for new love. You're ready to find that person again. You might be tested again, boo. I'm sorry to say. I know how annoying it is. I know how annoying that shit is. They're going to seem trustworthy too. They're going to do a damn good job at playing on your weaknesses, playing on your mental. They might even do it for you physically. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But don't get it twisted, dude. Ma'am, he, she, whatever. This is some game. What can we get? We'll get let's get clarifiers in another deck. Hold on. Tell me more about Intel. The Fool, 6 of Wands. They are very certain this will work, whatever this is. Could be a Capricorn, Aries, heavy, Pisces. Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Aquarius, Aries, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, maybe Scorpio, that you're dealing with or you have in your chart somewhere, top 3, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is a risk for them to do this. This could be somebody that is like, they're having to put their tail in between their legs and like come back towards you. This could be an ex. Maybe their dad's making them do. There's something strange about like a father-son relationship in this row. I don't know what that is. Something strange about a father-son relationship, and there's like some forceful, like, you have to go get them back, like, do it, like, get that victory, like, go do your best devil card work, yeah. And he's like, okay, dad, or like, okay, uncle, or like, okay, boss. Like, I don't know, it's weird. That's weird, kid. Let's get another one. That's strange. Yeah, it's strange. What else? Okay. 6 of Cups. You know this person. You know who we're talking about. This is not a mystery person. This is someone you've already dealt with. Their family like wants to fix something. They want to fix something and their family's in on it. They could be obsessing over you. They could be still in love with you, or they think it's love and it's truly lust. They might be in it just for the money thing, because we do have King of Pentacles here. The Emperor is upside down. This could be a baby dad of yours that is unstable. They could have vices, or you do, and they play on that. They enable you, you enable them. It's a toxic scenario. Or it's a father, a brother, or someone that deals with them or kind of influences them and is trying to push them back into your energy to get an ultimate victory with you. You know who this is. This is a risk for them, okay? I don't know what that is, but you will know. Let's get on to the finale here. Conclusion, please, for my Cosmic Dialect Tarot. A 2 of Wands. Okay, you're like, all right, all that aside, I'd like to know what's next for me. Well, me too, so let's find out. But like, you're like, all this aside, you're like, I'm going through a spiritual awakening. Okay, so it feels like you're not going to give this person the time of day. You've probably went through hell and high water with whoever this is in this intel row. And then maybe they have something to do with how people are viewing you as this like weirdo person that does strange things for money, which is clearly not true. We'll get clarifiers on that. Let's get clarifiers on that before I... What's up with this, how they view you, row? Why are they viewing you as like somebody that does 7 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles shit? When you're going through like clearly a spiritual awakening and like don't want to be fucked with, but like you're having a hard time putting it into words, right? A King of Cups. Oh, Temperance upside down. You could have had words with some of these individuals. They could view you as unstable. You might not be on good standing with some of these people that view you this way. And so it gives them more of like a free range or like open bounds to like talk shit on you. Yeah, they see you as unhinged. Why? Why? Someone's seeing you as unhinged and then they want to come back towards you with this devil energy to make what, it worse? That almost feels like they're trying to make you feel that way so they have an in. That almost feels like they're like, okay, good. Okay, we got them all worked up. Okay. Send in the heavy. Send it back in. Yeah, the one she dealt with. The one that she was real stuck on. He was real stuck on. Send him in. Yep. Get him fully throttled with that devil energy and that Knight of Cups. Strap it on. That's what she said. But like for real though, they're like, send him in. Oh yeah. We've ruffled their feathers enough. We've got them to believe that their spiritual awakening is them losing their goddamn minds. Ha! We've pushed enough of their family and close friends that have loved them their entire lives away from them with lies. It'll work. It'll work this time. No, it won't. Queen of Pentacles upright. Here you are, again in this row. You're like, I'm too stable for this. You're like, I will entertain this for 2 more seconds before I hit you over the head with my giant fucking pentacle. Whoa, that's a lot. 6 of Swords. That's a lot. Hold on. Chariot. King of Wands. 6 of Swords. Emperor again. A Princess of Pentacles. Oh, so you tried to make things better. You tried something. You tried to fix things. You tried to fix things already, and people didn't take, not the bait, but like people didn't want to understand where you were coming from. And maybe it's not make things better. Maybe it was just like your stance, like how you were communicating something. You're like, look, this is what's going on. If you guys don't want to listen, then fuck you. And this emperor, whoever is in charge in this scenario, was like, it could be man, woman, don't get stuck on the gender, was like, oh yeah, no, that's crazy talk, clearly. But like, there's a lot of energy, a lot of frustration, a lot of back and forth here. Like, people want to believe you. They love you, clearly. But there's a Princess of Pentacles upside down, so it's like they kind of thought maybe people thought you were lying or making things up or like losing your fucking mind. We have the Hangman upside down. Why would they think that though, dude? Because you're clearly the shit. You clearly are the shit. Okay, let's stop focusing on it. Let's get the conclusion and move past it. You're dealing with a bunch of fucking projecting ass idiots that wish they were like you, that are trying to find any reason in the book to like not believe what you're saying, basically is how it feels. Okay. The Star, yeah. You're dealing with a bunch of individuals that are not on your level. But they want to be so bad where they're like, okay, we've created enough wounds. Let's go get them back. Yeah, because like, we're not done with them. Like, we still love them. They're still ours. They still belong to me. You know, everything they have, everything they've done, everything they're successful in is because of me. And if I'm not around, then what are we doing? You know, they may as well be dead. You know, don't take it. But like, you know, it's like, no. These fools are out of their minds. You are surpassing them and going into angel categories where you're communicating with 5D characters, and you could care less about all this dumb human stuff. And they don't like that too much. And they're like, doing all this like little tiny sword battle, wand battles behind the scenes. Like, how do we get them back into our loop of bullshit? And you're like, I don't know. I don't care anymore. Page of Swords upside down. And they can't help but lie and be sneaky and watch you as you do it. They're like, yeah, we don't want to know. They're crazy. Like, don't listen to them. They're weird. Like, they're like, they might even worship the devil. Or like, they're into something strange. But it's all lies. And not only that, but they're spying on you. 2 of Wands, Page of Swords upside down. They're spying on you. Oh, dude. They could also be like very reluctant to listen to your, if you have gone down the spiritual wormhole of like looking into certain practices, okay? So, for example, if you are exploring the Thelemite route, okay? Or the Enochian route, or the Ars Goetia, or if you're like If you're like, I want to be a Luciferian, or if you're like, I would like to be a, you know, a Seventh-day Adventist, or like, I would like to be a evangelical Christian, or I would like to be an anarchist, you know. I would like to be a, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, that you are finding like solace, okay, like solace and admiration amongst others that like that you vibe with, maybe even online, okay? And people can like cast shade on that all they want as they make their little AI fucking things and like sit on their phone all day and then cast shade at you for like finding a new community via computer shit. All right, let them do that, because they are fucking projecting ass weirdos that are upset at their own life, okay? People are confused about what you're into, like spiritually, okay? People might think that you're into something strange. They could think that you're into witchcraft, okay? I just want to toss that word out. I think that's a very vague statement, just saying someone's a witch. That's very vague, in my opinion. But people could be saying shit like that, like you're a witch, like you're a Satanist, like you have some Nordic runes in your house, so you're a pagan. Like, I don't know, dude. Like the very vanilla, an embarrassed, like it's embarrassing, and it's like, but they're also getting other people to believe it, which that's upsetting conclusion. Let's get more. 5 of Wands, yeah. It could be your own family or people in your community that have say-so that they're trying to get to believe this about you. But there's an agenda there as well. A 7 of Swords, Emperor upside down, 5 of Wands agenda. So it's not just some simple ass like, oh, they're a witch, or like they believe the devil, or like they like flowers and pick herbs and like pray to Archangel Michael, or they're anarchists and they I don't know, wear organic cotton only, and like own it, and they have like a salamander pet that they found at the creek. Like whatever makes them believe that you're like strange, okay? There's an argument, there's a battle now. People are upset. Why are they upset? Because lying is upsetting, yes. But why are they upset about these lies that they are looking at and casting upon our collective of lovely people that don't deserve it? Oh, we gotta cut it off, y'all. It's getting long. My videos take so long to upload too, so a Hierophant. I don't know who you are, but you could be somebody of high standing that is like, okay, so from this Hierophant card, I'm getting more so that there's like a there's like a priest or a pastor or somebody that like owns property around, or like somebody that has say-so in your community that people respect. Whether you're a property owner, you might not know how that goes. Like when people start owning property and like get to that realm, it's a whole other functionality involved, okay? So something about that, okay? So they got property owning, religious beliefs. There's a bunch of lies here, and somebody's backing them. They get tax cuck. Isn't that a bad word? I don't know if I was supposed to say. So something about that, okay? I don't know. If I had another phone, I'd look it up. I'm pretty sure that's a bad word. Cuts, tax, cuts. Something about taxes, tax evasion, insurance fraud, weirdos that are highly religious that are pointing the finger at you saying that you're strange because you have angels that look out for you as you're totally awesome and they're posers and weird. The Lovers. This could, an ex of yours could be involved, or there's a contract. They have to be very careful. They're tipping on high water. What the fuck? They're tipping toes on high waters. They're tipping toes on high waters. They're tipping toes on high waters. This strange religious group that created a contract that was trying to make you look like a strange person to make a contract believable or go through, that is total bullshit. It's fraudulent, it's lies, it's crime. You need help, you've needed help, you're receiving it mostly from 5D, but probably from other things. Let's get a couple confirmers on that. This is long, y'all. I hope it uploads. Ooh. Ooh. High Priestess, 5 Swords. They don't like your knowledge. They don't like your intuitive gut goes. 5 of Cups, a King of Pentacles upside down. Ooh. And a High Priestess with a 5 Swords. Oh. You got these fools that have like reputations to upstand or uphold. Like people that have money. Like, I'm not saying you don't, but like like you might just be like an ordinary person that's going through a lot, that like does what you do for work with your family, yada yada yada, and like you're also like becoming incredibly woke, and it's like disturbing someone or something or an organization or something, and meanwhile people were lied to you and made them feel like you were doing something strange for money. It includes people that feel like your close friends and family too, which will especially sting. And then you have this person over here that has the audacity to feel sad and disturbed and uncomfortable about your awakening. I feel like I'm speaking to a feminine. You have a lot of masculine energies that are little bitches that are upset by your awakening. And look, if you're a masculine, you have a lot of fellow masculines that do not fuck with you because you're way fucking cooler than them, okay? I don't know how else to put it. The Tower. I mean, what do you expect when there's this much blasphemy going on? 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords, High Priestess. They could think they're smarter than you. They think they're smarter than you. They might challenge you on some like weird witch battle, witchcrafty, like dark magic battle stuff that you laugh at later. It might affect you for like a day or two or not at all. Don't even think about it. And then when you think back at it, you're like, that was fucking retarded. Or, sorry, that was stupid. And then what happens to them when it goes back? This. A Tower. Destruction. Change of events that will forever change the outcome of something very important. Let's get one more here, okay? So, this contract with a religious or highly important organizational leader, there is a communication upset. There is people that are not clear on an agreement anymore. This could span between state lines or be international. You could be dealing specifically with a man that doesn't like you, or specifically with a woman. Whatever your sex is, it's your opposite sex, okay? Whatever you identify as. If you identify as they, them, toss that out. Or don't, okay? I get specifically like an angry cis male that's like older, that's like a religious figure, that's like grumpy, that's like not down with your like futuristic modern outtake on life, that's like totally awesome. Five of Swords. He's jealous of you. You have like an older man that's like jealous of you, and he's like convinced people that used to love you or do love you, But like, you know what? I get you don't even want to deal with it. You're like, look, you're like, I don't even want to deal with it. You're like, I'm so sick of this weird vibes from this like older man or maybe old couple. It could be an old couple that's like bound to each other and they ultimately kind of fucking can't stand one another. And they don't like that you're out there single and like enjoying your life. And you're a quote unquote witch. Why? Because you don't go to church on Sundays, or because you don't even if you did, they'd still find a reason to not like you. It's like these, they're just looking for any reason to not like you. And you went through something really difficult, or you are, and you were needing help, or are still, and you're finding it in other ways and not asking for it. You're not being desperate. You're being a sweetheart, and you are receiving it, by the way, with the Judgment, Justice, Ace of Cup. Oh, you're receiving it. And they're trying to do all this weird devil stuff. Isn't that funny? When they claim to be holy and love God. They claim to be holy and love God and try to talk all this shit on you. That you're strange. And you have all these angels surrounding you. Temperance, Judgment. The two cards that have literal angels on them. Surrounding you. As you receive justice. As you stay a sweetheart. And like, let them, it sounds like a bunch of idiots amongst each other, and you're kind of like out of there. You might like sneak out the back, like out the back door, and just like get out of there, climb on a boat or a plane, and like go to a vacation if you can afford one. I know we not all can afford that shit, but like, you might just like sneak away from it, and like they're gonna be left with each other or something. There's a lot of drama on the end. It doesn't feel like it's over. I'd like to keep the reading going, but it's getting too long, okay? All right, Cosmic Dialect people, we got to cut it off. Thank you for coming back. If you enjoy this content, if you like my channel, if you like this tarot reading, leave me a like, give me a subscribe, I don't know if my hype button works. If you can hype me, do that, please. And until next time, I love you guys so much. Mwah.